Hello, guys. My name is Joseph HK Oji. Today, I'm going to keep you company again. And our topic of discussion will be how to calculate the confidence interval for the mean using Excel. First of all, let me make sure you can see my screen, and then we can go from there. Now, look at the first question. So, like I said, my goal today is to show you how to calculate confidence interval for the mean using Excel. So let's start with an sample question. You can see the question here. Maybe I should make it bigger. We'll make it 18. Okay, that's better. Now it says here that the data set. I'm going to remove something from here. I'll remove this. So it says that the data set below represent the amount of time in minutes spent watching online videos each day for a random sample of 30 college students. So these are the data sets. It says find the margin of error for a 95% confidence level, and construct a 95% confidence interval for the population mean, and then interpret your result. Good. Now, to do this in Excel, your first job is to put the information in Excel. So put these numbers in Excel. So I did that. Here you can see it on the screen. Now we can, based on this, we can now answer that question. So to calculate the confidence interval using this raw data, then all you have to do is to, first of all, let me make sure you're seeing this very well. Okay, good, you're seeing it. Go to data. Okay, oh, excuse me. Click on data. Then from here, you can see where we have data analysis from here. Click on that to open up. Then you look for descriptive statistics. You can see right there. Descriptive statistics. Click on that. And click OK. Now, the first thing you look at it, you see the input range. So that means click on it. Then see the input, all the data sets. I'm going to include the label, which is the amount of time in minutes. So the data sets, you can, and then keep going, highlight all of them. Okay. Okay, all the data sets. Okay, that's the input range. Okay, of course we're grouped. This is the column E. So it is grouped by columns. They are grouped by columns. So this is because I included the title here. So I'm going to click on labels. For the output range, I want the output to be by the size. I'm going to click on this and put the output right here. Okay. Then some other statistics, I'll check it. Confidence interval. If you remember, the question says to find the 95% confidence interval. So suppose I decide to do 99% instead, or 90. Let's say I decide to do 98% instead. Okay, so I'm going to change this to 98%. Okay, for example, I'm just trying to show that you can change it, the percentage, if you want. So that means here, coming to Excel, I'm going to change this to 98%. Okay. Then next is to click OK. It will give me this result. So I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay, so I can clearer, can see right here. So this is see the confidence level here. It gave me the mean, gave me the standard deviation, all the things I need. But what I need here is the mean, and then the confidence level 98%. That means this is your error margin right here. So I'm going to type the margin of error here as we got 0.81874, 0.81874. Okay, then for the mean, give me 6.848, 6.84833, 6.84833. Oh, excuse me, sorry, my mistake. There's a margin of error right there, right? See? So I have my margin of error entered. So for confidence interval, I need my lower interval and upper interval. So for the lower interval, again, I'm going to click equals. For the lower interval, I'm just going to subtract this error margin from the mean. So I'm going to have mean minus the error margin here. Like me the lower, then I press the enter key, give me the lower interval. And for the upper interval, I'm going to click mean plus the see the plus sign plus the error margin of this. I got this. So my lower interval is 6.0. Let me just round them up, put them in 2 decimal places. So I right click and format this, make it 2 decimal places number. Okay. So my lower interval is 6.03 and my upper interval is 7.07, 7.67. So my interpretation now becomes, I'm gonna write the interpretation here. Okay. Interpretation. Yeah. I can write that. If you look at the question, original question here, it says find the 98% confidence interval for the population mean. Remember, this data set represents the amount of time spent in minutes spent watching online videos by 30 college students. So I will now conclude as follows. Okay. Let me conclude as follows. So we are, from our answer, we can say that we are 98% confident that college students spend on average, okay, between, on average, between, see, lower interval is 6.03 minutes, 6.03 minutes to the upper interval is 7.67 minutes, 7.67 minutes. Watching TV, watching online videos each day. So you can say with 95% confidence, sorry, with 98% confidence that college students spends on average between 6.03 minutes to 7.67 minutes watching online videos each day. Because these are in minutes. Okay. That's the interpretation for that. I'm sure you enjoy this. This is one way of doing it if you are given a raw data like this. Okay. But sometimes you may not be given a raw data, you may be given summary statistics. In that case, you will use a different approach. let me give you the equation. Say here, question number 2 says, from a random sample of 48 days in recent year, US gasoline prices has a mean of $3.63, okay, per gallon. This, of course, is per gallon. Assume that the population standard deviation is 21 cents. Okay, use the information to construct a 90% confidence interval for the mean. Now, let me write those things down. Then we can now go to the Excel and get it done. So we have that says the mean X bar is, so that the average gasoline prices has a mean of $3.63, and the standard deviation of 21 cents. And for how many days? Random sample of 48 days. And it's 48 days. And they say find 90% confidence interval, okay? So I'm going to take you to Excel where we can solve it. I'll put them in and then we'll solve it. So this is our summary statistics here. Mean is $3.63. Standard deviation is 21 cents. Sample size is 48. And the confidence level they give us is, they say, I think they say 90% confidence level. Let's see. Let me double check it again. 90% confidence interval. Okay, good. 90% confidence interval is right there. So it'd be 0.9. Okay, 0.90. So now let's find the margin of this margin of error. This is the formula for finding the margin of error for this type of question. Z alpha over 2 times standard deviation over root n. So we can find it here by using the command. Let me write the command. The command will be, okay, I'm going to put it here. It's going to be equal confidence. So once you type it confidence, it pops out. Double click on it. Confidence.none. See, confidence.none. You can see the alpha. For the alpha, do 1 minus 0.9, which is the confidence level at 90%, comma. Then standard deviation, click on this, comma. And then the size of the population, sample size is 48, which is, see where you have size, 48. Then close the parentheses and then press the enter key. See, that is our margin of error right there. So that our upper limit becomes equals mean, sorry, my lower limit is mean minus the margin of error. And then the lower upper limit becomes put equal sign. Remember, anytime you want to do work, any calculation in Excel, put the equal sign first. So mean, for the upper limit, we have mean plus the margin of error. See? And these are in dollars. So I'm gonna make the change into dollars. Okay. Now, interpretation of this, you can say with 95% confidence that the average, okay, well, this question is about, okay, I'm gonna make sure let me create an off from here. Okay, now I'm gonna put this again. So this question is about gas prices. I'm gonna write the interpretation. Okay, now let's go and look at it. Let me look at the question so we can interpret this. It says, use the information to construct 90% confidence interval for the population mean. So we can say we are 95% confidence that the average gasoline prices, okay, are Okay. Say average gasoline prices. Oh, okay, average US gasoline price. Okay, that the I mean on average the gas price in US. Okay, good. So let's go and put it in. So another way you can say we can say with 90% confidence that gas prices in the US is on average. You must mention average because this is the confidence interval for the mean. On average, between $3 58 cents. Okay. To $3 68 cents. Of course, based on a sample of 48 gas station, I believe they said. Yeah, based on a sample of 48 days. Sample of 48 days. Okay. That's how I interpret it. Interpretation. So let me just double check this again. There's something I want to check. Margin of error. Okay. Confidence dot num. Make sure I didn't make any mistake. Alpha is 1 minus 90% confidence. Then comma, standard deviation is 21, comma, and then sample size 48, close, and then press enter key. Yeah, I got it right. Okay. So that's this one will be 1. Okay. Just 6 minus error. Just 6 plus error. Okay, good. Now, that is it. And now, if this is for example, if you once you did this calculation, and if they say make it 95%, let me copy this and press it here so we can see what I mean by that. Okay. Oops, I can copy it. Okay, it doesn't work here. Okay, no problem. Now, suppose you want to make this 95% confidence. Just change this to 95%, 0.95, and Excel will recalculate it. See, recalculate it. Now, that's for that. In some cases, the question might be for a situation whereby the population standard deviation is not known, in which case we use the sample standard deviation. Also, it might be a case whereby the sample size is small. And that case, let's say 6 or 10. In that case, we use just generally less than when the sample size is less than 30. Yeah. In that case, we use the student T distribution. So to solve that kind of question, I'm going to give you an example with question number 3. Number 3 says that in a random sample of 13 microwave ovens, the mean repair cost was $80, and the standard deviation is $13.50. Assume that the population is normally distributed and use T distribution to construct a 95% confidence interval for the mean. So in this case, only 13 microwave ovens. So let me write this down. So the sample mean in this case, repair cost, okay, is $8, and sample standard deviation is $13.50. Sample size is 13. Okay. So I want us to calculate the 95% confidence interval. In that case, let's go and fill it in here. Sample mean is $80. So sample standard deviation is $13.50. Since they didn't tell us the population standard deviation. Sample size is 13. And we're using 95%, that means 0.95. So given that the sample size is small, okay, wanted. Okay, here that. So now, given that the sample size is small, 13, and that the population standard deviation is not known, obviously we're going to use T to find the error. So in that case, error equals use confidence instead of the dot norm, use confidence.t here. And for the alpha, we're going to use 1 minus 95%, comma. Standard deviation would be this here, comma, and the size is 13. So close the parenthesis and press enter key. Give us this error margin so that the lower limit is going to be sample mean minus error. Was that, then press the enter key. Okay, and then the upper limit will be equals sample mean plus the error margin. So this becomes the lower limit and upper limit. Okay, so how do we interpret this? Just like the other ones, this is about the repair cost. Okay, for the 13 microwaves. Okay, assume that the population is distributed, assume that the population is normally distributed, then use the T. Okay, now we are talking about the mean repair cost. So we can say with 95% confidence that the mean repair cost for all microwaves is between $71. Let me make this in currency. Between $71.84 and $88.16, based on a sample of 13 microwaves. So that's I mean, so this is how to do confidence interval using Excel. First one is doing it with when you're given raw data like this. You can now follow this method. And second one is when you're given a summary statistics. In that case, you use this method. I hope you enjoy watching, guys. Thank you for listening. And please, when you get a chance, subscribe to my channel so that you'll be notified each time I have a new lecture. Thank you and bye-bye.